Hello, welcome to Inner Alchemist Tarot for a weekly reading for Pisces from August 4th to August 11th. And thank you for being here as we breathe into this space together and connect to the collective, the Pisces that join in for this reading and the collective in general. And thank you, Spirit, as you're always looking out from our eyes, guiding us, co-creating this beautiful dream manifested as we continue to walk in beauty. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's all just take a good deep breath right now. As we start out this reading, what messages do we have here? Call messages, and we'll do this. And these are the magnifying glasses, if you will, that are going to be the lens in which we're looking out from the reading before we draw the tarot. What other messages do we have here, Spirit? Show us clearly, Spirit, what messages do we have? To start out the Piscean reading for August 4th through the 11th. Okay, we have Adrift in Shallow Waters, number 15 to start out with. Then we have 14, Single-Mindedness. What other message do we have here, Spirit? Three others here. Okay, we have 22, Take Note. Number 7, Dancing in the Rainbow. And 27, Push to Surface. So we'll just take these one at a time. Okay, it's over here. Okay, start out with this one here. This is Adrift in Shallow Water. Take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and appreciate them. Single-mindedness. Choose your path, choose your own path, and what is best suited for you. Take note. Your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excess noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. Dancing in the Rainbow. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness and find out what you truly desire. Push to surface. You may have become complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. So let's go further into the reading here and draw some tarot cards and see what we are looking at with this. And thank you, Spirit, for these messages. The cards have been pre-cut and shuffled. What do we have here, Spirit, to start out the reading with the tarot? Queen of Cups. Nine of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. Justice card. One more, Spirit. Thank you. Judgment. Wow. Okay, so as we start out the reading here, we have the Queen of Cups coming in here. And the Queen of Cups is one of the most intuitive cards of the deck. She's intuitive, she taps into her inner wisdom. It's the feelings, emotions, relationships. She is the master over her queendom in regards to relationships, feelings, and emotions. Then now we have the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card. So whatever you've been wishing to come into fruition, this card is clearly saying that here it is. And we're going to go deeper into this. We'll draw some clarifier cards. The Ten of Pentacles is a couple here, and they have worked hard over their empire and their castle and everything they've done on the earth plane, and now they're here to share it with others. Community, family is big with the Ten of Pentacles. It's a completion card. The Justice card comes in and balances things out. As you can see, they have the hand on one sword, and then they have the other hand with the scale right here. And it's a balancing out on the situation when the Justice card comes in. And then the Judgment card it's making a judgment call on a situation. You know, the higher energies, frequencies come on in, and again, it has these two cards tie in hand to hand. It's balancing out the situation, and there's a judgment call being made on your behalf. It's a beautiful card. Both of these cards together coming out is like a pair. Okay, so what we're going to do here is that we're going to bring out some clarifier cards for each one. So it goes here. So again, this is the Queen of Cups is right underneath this adrift in shallow water here. Take a few deep breaths, connect to your inner peace, and notice the small things and appreciate them. And the Queen of Cups, again, is that intuitive card that's coming in and balancing that out. So let's see what clarifier cards we have for this. For Pisces. What is this Queen of Cups spirit? And again, we have the Nine of Cups. And that is beautiful. That is a beautiful pair right there. We have the Queen of Cups with the Wish Fulfillment card coming in, and it pairing up with this as a clarification that you, Pisces, are in a mode of high intuition, and your wishes are coming true. As you may have been feeling that you're drifting in shallow waters, you're noticing the small things, and through appreciation is when things start manifesting. You get out of the way, even though it may feel like things weren't really moving. Well, they are now. Okay? So when we have the Queen of Cups with the Nine of Cups, and you have the Nine of Cups here again with the Nine of Cups, that is a definite, this is happening here, and it makes the energies even more potent, as you can see with the side by side with the Queen of Cups. That is such a beautiful message for the Piscean collective here. So we have the single-mindedness card, and then we have right below it the Nine of Cups. Choose your own path and what is best for you. And as you do and listen to your intuition, then single-mindedness doesn't mean be shallow. It means that you are really focusing in on what is best for you and what is happening here. Let's get a clarifier card for this. We almost want to say both of these Nine of Cups. What is this Nine of Cups spirit? And we have the Ten of Swords. So again, choosing your own path and is what's best for you as you're moving on beyond any of the things that have been in conflict with you. In your mind, the sources of the mental energies of ego, mind, conflict, battle, anything that gone before, and the Piscean had been done with the Ten of Swords. Totally moved on from that. Then it's right next to this Nine of Cups. So for sure, this Ten of Swords in with the Nine of Cups is clearly saying that it is over. And you have chosen what is best for you, and you're moving on from that Ten of Swords here. So here, and we have take note. So your answers are being given to you. Quieting external voices and excessive noise will give you the chance to hear what is being offered. And that's exactly what's been going on with the single-mindedness here. You're choosing to have those better thoughts, the clearing of the mind, and moving with more of your emotional set point where you're choosing to feel better over anything because you're done, absolutely done with any of this battling, because you're moving on clearly with the double potency of the Nine of Cups here. Take note, remember, take note, they're swimming together here. Number 22 is a master number. Your answers are being given to you. And look it, we got the Ten of Pentacles here. So this is absolutely beautiful. What a beautiful reading for you, for us. What is this Ten of Pentacles, Spirit? And we have the Hierophant card. And the Hierophant is the card of the masculine energies. It's the God card. That you as a Piscean is so connected to that spiritual aspect of yourself. And with the Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant card, that's it. You're listening and heeding the voice of Spirit, of God, coming on in. The answers are being given to you. It's quieting all of those noise voices that aren't yours, anything outside the self, and anything excessive that will, give you a chance to hear what is being offered. And that's exactly it. So here we are. The Hierophant card is the higher card of the deck, besides the High Priestess. I would say it's the God card, that always staying in a higher vibration, always staying up there, and knowing that that light within is the same light that is within everyone, and to be able to share that with community once you go beyond and succeeding in the material world, making it real, shutting out all the noises, that your answers are being offered to you, is a beautiful message coming through, that you're making it real now on the earth plane, Pisces, because for so long it's been always, well, a wish maybe to be true, but with the Nine of Cups coming in twice here, it is very real and happening, moving beyond any of that mental noise. Take note, the swords of the mind, cutting out any excess stuff outside the self, and then dancing in the rainbow here, and breaking free from whatever you feel is holding you back, and expressing that happiness, and finding out what you truly desire. And that's the Justice card with the next to the Hierophant card. This is absolutely beautiful because it's coming in and balancing out the situation. That it's now time for Pisces. You're in it. It's not like moving on. No, you're in it. You have moved on. And I was just saying the other day, because I'm a Pisces too, that I haven't seen like a lot of these, like the Ten of Swords, the Five of Pentacles being left out in the cold, any of the stuff of the swords too much coming in anymore. It is, but it's coming in to say, hey, that's old news. That's like yesterday's news. And very soon here we're going to say that's last year's news, or that was not here anymore. And it'll be a reminder as these cards come through for each reading. So thank you, Spirit, for these messages. What is this Justice card, Spirit? And we got the King of Cups. So now we have a pair on the table. And we have a pair with the Queen of Cups at the very beginning, and now we have the King of Cups here. And the King of Cups makes wise decisions. Again, the Justice card balancing with the Queen of Cups over the very beginning here. And now we have the King of Cups. Balancing out the situation. Balancing out anything that was out of balance, meaning that it was always one way or the other way. You know, a lot of spirituality, but not much things happening on the physical. Or a lot of things happening on the physical that didn't help you because there was so much balance going over on the other side with the spiritual. The Justice card's coming in here saying, this is very real. The masculine energies are the outward energies to get the job done. The feminine energies is the internal. So Pisceans tend to be very introverted, internal working. And sometimes it's been out of balance in the fact that it's so much into the spiritual. But now there's a balancing act going on with the Piscean collective. That we're making it very real in the physical plane. And it's starting to come true. It's showing up in the cards, and it's showing up more and more for each reading that is done. It's just amazing. So the King of Cups makes decisions based clearly with the heart and the mind. Is very giving, is balanced with his feelings and in strong relationships with others, resides over his kingdom, and makes sound judgment, which is the Judgment card right here, with everyone's benefit at heart, with his heart space. So pushing to the surface here. So it said, you've become complacent, you might be stalling, or in need of a new stage of energy, or a new surge of energy. So becoming aware of the dynamics of your life, and that's exactly what we're talking about. You can become complacent, going too far down to the surface. And then, again, so I was looking over here at this card here, because this one here is saying, okay, plunging too deep, because being a Pisces tend to be very much over on the spectrum of very spiritual. And here at the very beginning we have adrift in shallow water. And so when you do come up to the surface, it's like, wait a second here. But there hasn't been anything going on. There's nothing manifesting. Notice the small things and appreciate them. Oh, there's been a lot manifesting in the background. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes. And again, being a Pisces, because we've been so far over into the spiritual way of living, that we're not seeing the very things that are manifesting. So this card is saying, take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace, because that truly matters. Your happiness does. It's not necessarily the manifestations. Of course they do. It's like, oh my gosh, all the work I've been doing, it's finally paying off. There it is. It's now physically manifesting. But this card is saying, notice the small things, and through that, this little, the big, it's all the same. Appreciate them. And through appreciation, boy, you will start seeing, you get the 2 Nine of Cups coming up here. So you don't look back. Don't look back. As the Queen of Cups is now, when we first showed it, she's facing this way. She's facing the past. She's facing the past. No need to look back in that emotional, intuitive way of just being spiritual and intuition and diving deep under the surface of the waters and not coming up. And when you do, you're like, there's nothing here. That's the past for the Pisceans right now. That's the past of the going forward. And this is because we create our own reality. That's what we talk about on this Inner Alchemist channel a lot, is that you have a choice. You could choose to either go one direction or another. You can continue on with that, being very internal, keeping things at a spiritual level and not balancing it off with the physical. And when you come to a drift of the shallow water, all of a sudden you're like, but there's nothing happening here. Or you can move forward now with these new energies and going, wait a second here. These cards are clearly saying the cards never lie. They just don't. 2 Nine of Cups side by side. It's not like the one over on the other side. They're side by side. That is a double extremity right here going on, because this is old news. This 10 of Swords, old news. That's way of the past. And so now you have a choice. You have a choice. And the card Spirit's clearly saying is that move on and be appreciative Move through the process, the alchemical process, and through appreciation and dancing in the rainbow, breaking free from whatever's been holding you back. It's expressing your happiness, finding out what you truly desire. Be happy, be happy, be happy. It's not taking a risk. It's literally moving towards your emotions of, hey, I'd rather choose to feel good than to try to give anything more over to a situation, people, place, circumstance, or anything that's taking my happiness away. So when you push to the surface, again, Pisces tend to be introverted and more spiritual and go in a lot. That's the Neptunian energy. But when you push to the surface, you now have realized that I've become too complacent. Boom. I'm taking that other choice and I'm going up. Okay? And it says right here, it says you might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics. And we're making you aware of the dynamics within this reading. And this is exactly what it's saying. Becoming aware of the dynamics in this reading, that being over on one side in an extremity to the other, then you're going to stay in the old energies. And let's draw some more cards to find out what this Judgment card is saying here. The Justice card comes in, King of Cups comes in, and so now he's facing this way. So the masculine energy is the outward energy to get the job done. Again, the mutable signs, the internal signs, very spiritual signs tend to be more of the feminine energy. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. It's the inward energy and inward force to get the job done. But this King of Cups is now facing the future. So that's the outward force. Using that intuitive knowing of being balanced in feelings and emotions, and then running with your relationships that way, and the outward force, and making it real out in the world, pushing to the surface. What is this Judgment card, Spirit? Okay. And we have the Sun. And here we go, Pisces. This is good for us. Look at, I know this so very well because I'm a Pisces. I know this so very well. Is the Judgment cards coming on in, the archangels, the higher frequencies of coming on in, and balancing out the situation with the Justice card and the King of Cups. And then now we're in the Sun. And the Sun is the happiest card of the deck. Look at, it's the child on the horse. It's a white horse too, which is purity. And the child of the innocence. It's a beautiful card. The sunniest, happiest card of the deck. And happy. Dancing in the rainbow. You need the sun to make a rainbow. Of course, you need the rain too. You've been through enough rain showers and oppression within the self. It's really a self-made thing. We can't help it because our emotions can get really overloaded, and we can just succumb to things when they just haven't been working out. No matter what we do hasn't been working out. It's the same thing with the Aquarian energies too. And I'm a Pisces with an Aquarius rising. So I know about how it can be just defeat after defeat after defeat. You know, keep on going. And well, we're sick of hearing keep on going. Now, what this is clearly saying is that we are in the sun. It's all been done. It's all been said and done. The justice, it's all been balancing itself out. We're pushing to the surface. We've been adrift in shallow waters, going, oh, what is going to happen here? Expressing, and we're not even being like appreciative of the things that are small, but those are the big things. And then after a while, you're like, wait a second, I get this. I'm done being adrift in shallow waters. And choosing a path and what is best for me. And the answers are being given as I shut out all that external noise that have been keeping me down and it makes me feel funny. Of course, that's, no one can make you feel, but we can tend to do that, is that we produce those feelings within, take it on as it's ours, but it's not. And now we're being a chance to hear what is being offered here. And now we get to dance in the rainbow and express our happiness and find out what we truly desire. What's ours? What is your own thing? As you push to the surface and realizing that you've been complacent because of all that defeat for so long. And that's what that 10 of Swords, but it's over. That is such old energy. So Spirit's basically saying is that don't continue on with looking at the past. Don't continue on of looking back to the past and being the Queen of Cups all the time without making that real, because you have your 10 of Pentacles coming in here, and that is a happy, happy card with the Hierophant energies, that you can create your own structures, your own new myth. That came up in the general reading that we just did for this coming week for everybody. That's also on the channel. And you have an opportunity. The Hierophant's in the middle here. It's sticking out big time at me. And of course, the other cards may stick out for you. You do you. But for me, I can clearly see that this Hierophant's coming in next to the 10 of Pentacles going, you know what? I'm going to create my own rules, my own structures here based on my own intuition and my own, what would you say, ancient knowledge of my connection with Spirit, because I'm a Pisces and I'm like the high priestess, and I know about how this all works, that internal movement works, and how connected I am to God. I get this. And I'm going to go off, and then as the Justice card comes in, I'm going to balance the scales out, and I'm going to come out as the King of Cups, and then I'm going to rule over the situation. I'm going this way, pushing to the surface here. And there's a whole surge of new energy coming in. The Judgment card, we're getting help, so much help from the unseen realms right here, and that's the Judgment card. It's a lot of help. And I'm becoming aware of the dynamics of my life, and it's really not what I thought it was. It's not at all what I thought it was. I know now that I'm sitting in the sun, and that is a beautiful message for this whole reading. Spirit, what final messages do we have for this reading? And we have the Three of Cups. So look at that grand celebration. They're just cheering with that Three of Cups. Everybody's happy. It's a card of celebration with others. The cups are full. Cheers. Cheers. And look at this beauty. It's just beautiful. Everything about this card is so beautiful. The Three of Cups is working with others. And on an emotional level, relationships are going grand at this point. It's one big cheers to the whole thing. What other messages do we have here, Spirit? This is a beautiful reading for us. It really is. I'm going to start doing Aquarius readings too. So I feel like it goes hand in hand with the Pisces, not just because it's my rising sign, but I feel like I just need to start doing that too. So what's this Three of Cups, Spirit? We have the Aquarius energy coming in, and Pluto's going right into Aquarius from January. It's been in and out this year, but it's stationed there for the next 20 plus years. And you're going to see a lot of changes in structure, rules. That's where the Hierophant comes in. Technologies, new technologies. I mean, infrastructure is just wholly having a big overhaul. And we have the King of Wands next to the Three of Cups. And the King of Wands is that, look at the Leo, look at the lions. And we're Leo energy right now. We got the new moon in Leo coming up. We're still in the Aquarius supermoon right now in this day. For the next couple days, but we're moving out of that, going towards the Leo new moon in Leo. But the King of Cups is an entrepreneur, and he's fiery energy, very established, passionate, takes action, knows how to make his kingdom happen. With the Three of Cups, and right next to the Three of Cups is a beautiful message there for this reading. The relationships working, kingdoms being established in the outer world. What final message do we have here, Spirit? One more card. Finish up this reading. And thank you, Spirit, for these messages. We have the wind coming in here quite a bit through this window. Feels good. What final message do we have from the Tarot, Spirit, today for the Pisces? and the Two of Swords. So, making a choice, Two of Swords, taking an action, not having to protect yourself so much. The swords are of the air, and Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. There might be someone around you, again, that might be affecting these two cards here, but it doesn't matter, because as you push to the surface, right here, that's really clearly showing, is you're becoming aware of the dynamics in your life, and there's no more of that. Now grounding that emotional standpoint into the world and balancing it out with the heart and the mind together. Not having to protect yourself anymore. Making a choice to move beyond anything that's a battle. Let's do one final card for that Two of Swords. And then we'll pull some oracles and we'll finish up the reading here. What is this Two of Swords, Spirit? And we have the Four of Swords. So in the Four of Swords, it's like a dreaming. This is a resting card after everything that's been done. And that's exactly what's being said in this reading, too. Okay, so as adrift in the shallow water, after being so much into that old mode of just being one-sided over to the spiritual, we're moving way over and we're pushing to the surface. And as we do, we're getting our rest. We're getting our rest, we're choosing our own path and what's best for us, and we're taking note that the answers are given. And they are given a lot of times during the dreaming time. So if you look at this card, the Four of Swords, look at the fish. Look at us Pisceans right here. Right here underneath. And as you take rest, you're gaining the access. Your answers are being given in dream time. I know my dreams lately have been giving me a lot of stuff that's been popping up from the past. And again, we make our own dreams, and it's kind of coming up to the surface. Again, pushing to the surface. And clearing out all the external noises and giving you a chance to hear what is being offered as you take a rest. And through meditation, that's big time. And under the surface, the dreams will give you that information. When you're sleeping at night or sleeping whenever you take a nap, whatever, the dreams are coming up. Swords down, putting the swords down, making sure. And then, I love how all the fish is in this card, because all the Four of Swords tarots are like this. But yep, there we are. And again, all the information's coming clear to us through dream time, because we get that rational mental mind out of the way. And the irrational emotions, but the emotions are our attraction point, but they become irrational when we get overloaded with that. And as a Pisces, we know what that means. And on the bottom of the deck, we're full circle around again. We started out with the Queen of Swords, but this time around, let's look at this Queen. When we first pulled it, she's looking towards the past. We already talked about that and why. Now look at the Queen now. She's facing forward. So it's different in this image than it is in here. So we have a double whammy. We have a pair, because we have a Queen and King of Cups showing up in this reading for the Pisces, which is perfect. But we have the Queen of Swords now facing forward, and look at how potent and strong. She's got that sword in her hand. She's gotten this download from the higher frequencies, the higher mind, the imagination, which is Source, coming right down, and a big blossom butterfly. Right. And look, she's got, like, it looks like, I don't know what the swans are, but the wings behind her, and the rainbow, just like that, just like the rainbow here that's showing off with Dancing in the Rainbow that showed up. Breaking free from whatever was holding you back and expressing your happiness. And so that showed up here. And then we have the Eight of Cups, which is another Piscean card. And this card here is literally, if you look at this is beautiful. This card, the Eight of Cups, is like a combination between these two top cards here. It literally is a combination. Look how beautiful that is. So it's a balance between dancing in the rainbow and pushing to the surface, because the Eight of Cups is a Piscean energy. 8, 9, 10 are Piscean tarot cards of the minor arcana. So we have the Queen of Swords with the Eight of Cups. And look at her pushing to the surface and reaching for that star. And here's the rainbow again. It's a double rainbow. That's beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. Absolutely beautiful. And on the bottom of this deck here, we have the Ace of Pentacles. And this is the first deck we used to pull the first Queen of Cups. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. That's beautiful. Okay. Noted. Taking note of all the messages. Your answers are being given to you. Of course they're being given to us through this reading. And it wouldn't happen any other way. Okay, so what spirit animal wants to come in here for this, for the Piscean Collective for this week, Spirit? What are we looking at? Okay, and now we have another Cups energy coming in. So we have the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups, intuition and inspiration. And it's the frog energy. And for this deck, and I love it how we have a lot of the Cups energies. The Page of Shells and the Page of Cups is a message, a walker between water and earth. And this, oh my gosh, this is so good. Take a good deep breath, and I will too for a second before I read this. A walker between water and earth. Frog is your messenger and transition, helping you to reveal the song of your soul. He inspires you with a more rooted connection to your emotional self as you grow into something new and even more wonderful. Frog is a natural romantic with a heart brimming with love. Look at his little heart right there on his back. I love these images. They're very shamanic, as the whole deck is. Okay. Frog is a natural romantic with a heart brimming with love. He encourages you to express your feelings, as this will awaken passions and invigorate your heart. Infinite possibilities of the imagination will set you in motion to unleash hidden talents. Jump at the chance of starting a new, exciting project that strikes your fancy. Messenger, intuition, love, blossoming, inspiration, passion, psychic, eccentricity, imagination, transition are all key words of the Page of Shells in this deck, and it's so beautiful how this is tying together. Gosh, he encourages you to express your feelings instead of keeping them locked up inside and adrift in shallow waters. You're pushing to the surface of a brand new paradigm. Pisces, we are breaking through. So infinite possibilities of the imagination will unleash hidden talents, and jumping at a chance of starting a new, exciting projects are going to really start your fancy. And look at this. And look at the Queen of Cups in this image. Totally getting all of that download, expressing, not holding back, and making it real on the physical realm this time around. You choose. You choose. That's why I love how the Two of Swords came in here. You choose. You can either go back to the past and start that one, but the Spirit is telling you if you do that, then things are going to be in that battle mode, and you're going to keep yourself down. But all the messages that have come through this reading for us is clearly saying that our Nine of Cups is coming to fruition. It's always been there. It's just we hadn't been seeing it because we've been sitting so long and looking at the things that aren't physically manifesting and all the work that we've done. But what we're saying here as a collective, that our time is now here. We're no longer waiting anymore. You choose, and you choose to stay and be in the sunlight, be with the Three of Cups. Yep. Make that kingdom happen with that passionate energy, because you have it to back you up. So such beautiful messages for this reading. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do a couple more oracles and finish up this reading. And again, thank you for being here. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. It's absolutely stunning. What else do we have here, Spirit? star seed. Raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. And that's exactly what being said. Don't, wallow in that stuff. Share it with the world. Start sharing it. Dancing in the rainbow. Start sharing that with the peoples. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in the present moment. Share it. Express your happiness. Find out what you truly desire. Oh boy. And so it is so. Inner alchemy. Here we go. Because you are your own alchemist. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. Be an actor instead of a reactor to things, and boy, will you start shining. Inner alchemy. That's so beautiful. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. So, what we're going to do? We're going to do a yes or no. You could pause the video if you want, and if you have a question, if it's a yes or no question, I'm going to draw a card right now to answer that question. And if we need to go further, we will with it. But I'm just going to draw a card and see if it is. If it's odd, then it's a no. If it is an even card, it is a yes. And so we have a no, we have a 7 of spades. And the spades are the swords, okay? So whatever question that was for you, it's a no, and the 7 of spades, the 7 of swords, is the waiting time. Sevens, and again, is the waiting time, reflection, mystery time. The swords, again, of the mind. So whatever the question was, we do not know for you. The answer is no. We can get a clarifier card for that and see what's up with that. Let's see what's going on with that. Spirit, what is the 7 of swords for the no answer? What is that? And we have the 8 of Pentacles. So whatever choices you'd say no, it's the 7 of Swords moving on, because the 8 of Pentacles is you're hard at work at something here. And the 8, 9, 10 in numerology is you're moving on. So you keep going on because you have a new job to do here on Earth. You've changed the paradigm within yourself. So there you go for your answer. And again, that matches up to everything that we were saying within this reading. So there's a reason why it said no, because this card is saying, look I'm hard at work at something on the earth plane and I'm making it real. Such beautiful message here. Let's do a fortune cookie card and then we'll close up the reading. What do we have for the fortune cookie for this week of August 4th to the 11th, Spirit? Declutter. Declutter your life. Let go of correspondence, objects, and people who no longer serve you, you no longer want. Someone will hurt your feelings and reveal a new side of themselves that you may wish to avoid. And that's what we were saying in here, is that now you're moving on. You're decluttering your mind. You're decluttering that old way of working in the world, of just being introverted and wallowing in emotions. And you're choosing, I'm looking down at the timer, it said 44:04. No fooling. 444, baby. So it's time to now really balance the act out with the Justice card that came in here, the Judgment card that came into this reading, and now you're done. You're decluttering all that stuff. It's just like cleaning out a closet or cleaning out things that don't belong to you. Some objects do hold energies, and it's good to get rid of some things. But it's the same thing as the internal process, too. So, in summary, as a Pisces, we're now going from one side, and we are now meeting in the middle. And namaste. Thank you for joining this reading so much and helping ground this into the earth plane. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages, and many blessings for the upcoming week. Until we meet again.